Welcome to the Clovis Community College Guide to Applying for Financial Aid. We will provide you with a series of short videos to help you complete your FAFSA application. In this first video, we will discuss how to apply for financial aid, types of financial aid available at Clovis Community College, and other important information regarding financial aid. In order to apply for financial aid, you will need to complete either a FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, or the DREAM Act application. If you are a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, you will complete the FAFSA online at fafsa.gov. If you are not a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, but qualify for AB 540, you will complete the DREAM Act application at dream.csac.ca.gov. If you are unsure if you qualify for AB 540, the DREAM Act will prompt you with questions to see if you meet the criteria. Again, be sure to only fill out the FAFSA or the DREAM Act, not both. If you are filling out the FAFSA application, you will need an FSA ID. If this is your first time filling out a FAFSA, or if you haven't created an FSA ID, you will go to fsaid.ed.gov. This will be required to electronically sign the FAFSA application. An FSA ID will be a username and password that you will create. If you are a dependent student required to put parent information, your parent must also have an FSA ID. Your FSA ID must have a unique email address and username, as it will be tied to the Social Security number you input. Be sure to complete the steps all the way through to verify the email address and possibly phone number provided. Once the FSA ID is created, you will be able to use it immediately to fill out the FAFSA application. Make sure to write down your username and password, as Clovis Community College or any other college does not have access to your login information and will be unable to reset this for you. You will need this FSA ID each year when you reapply for the FAFSA. To receive financial aid, you will need to fill out a FAFSA every school year. If you plan to attend a summer semester, complete both application years. The FAFSA and DREAM Act application opens each year on October 1st, so be sure to complete your application early. We suggest that you submit your application before March 2nd to potentially qualify for an entitlement Cal Grant, although the application will continue to stay open past March 2nd for other types of aid. Be sure to apply for financial aid regardless of your family income, because some types of aid are not income-based. Applying for financial aid is always free, so never allow anyone to convince you to pay to apply. There are many different types of financial aid that come from a variety of sources. These different types are offered at most colleges nationwide. On the next slide, I will discuss the awards offered at Clovis Community College. First, there are grants and scholarships, which are types of financial aid that are free, meaning that you usually don't have to pay back. Keep in mind there are some grants you may have to repay if you do not successfully complete your classes. There is also self-help financial aid, such as work study, which allows students to work part-time on campus and sometimes off campus to earn money to help pay for educational expenses and gain valuable work experience. Finally, there are student loans. There are two types of student loans available: private and federal loans. Federal student loans have low fixed interest rates and many repayment options, while private student loans typically have higher interest rates and less flexibility with repayment. Private student loans should only be considered as a last resort and used only if absolutely necessary. There are many types of financial aid available to students that are federal, state, and privately funded. I will briefly highlight the ones listed, which are awarded at Clovis Community College. The California College Promise Grant is awarded automatically if you have an accepted FAFSA or DREAM Act application on file with Clovis Community College and you meet income requirements. This is not a cash award, but waives the enrollment fees, which is currently $46 per unit. CCC Promise, also known as AB19 or AB2, can cover your enrollment fees for up to 2 school years. You must be a first-time college student and a California resident. Students who take college courses while still in high school are considered first-time college students. Students must enroll in a minimum of 12 units each semester and complete a FAFSA or DREAM Act application. This award is not based on income. Federal Pell Grant is based on financial need as determined by your FAFSA application. The amount varies from student to student and is awarded once every academic school year. Payment is based on the number of units enrolled in and attending, and students are paid via check or direct deposit, generally twice per semester. Students must maintain satisfactory academic progress to receive payment. Students who apply for the DREAM Act application are not eligible for this grant. Federal Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant, also known as SEOG, is based on financial need as determined by your FAFSA application and on when you have a completed financial aid file. Be sure to apply early to receive the maximum amount of funds. Amount can vary college to college and payment is sent once per semester. Cal Grants are offered by the state of California to students attending eligible California institutions of higher education. The Cal Grant program is administered by the California Student Aid Commission, CSAC. To be eligible for Cal Grant consideration, students must have 2 components: a completed financial aid application, which is either the FAFSA or DREAM Act application, and have their GPA submitted. For high school seniors, your high school should automatically submit your GPA on your behalf. However, you should contact your high school counselor just to confirm. Both components must be completed by March 2nd in order for you to be considered for an entitlement Cal Grant. Student Success Completion Grant is another source of funding provided by the California Student Aid Commission and encourages completion at a faster pace. Award is based on student financial need and full-time enrollment. To qualify, a student must be a recipient of a Cal Grant B or C. Federal Work Study is a campus-based program that provides funding for jobs for students who demonstrate financial need. If eligible, students can apply for and be hired in work study jobs. Federal Work Study requires at least 6 units of enrollment and is paid via check or direct deposit on the 10th of each month. If interested, please contact our financial aid office. Federal direct student loans must be repaid. In addition to a completed file, a student must complete online entrance counseling and sign a master promissory note. This should only be considered as a last resort. Scholarships are a financial resource provided by local businesses, community groups, alumni, and a variety of private sources. Scholarships are limited funds and awarded on a competitive and/or special criteria basis, such as grade point average or academic major. Our donors designate specific criteria based on academic achievement, educational and career goals, and financial need. Awards range from $250 to $1,500 per year. The scholarship application is open October 1st to March 2nd, and you can apply at cloviscollege.edu/scholarships. Students can receive federal Pell Grant for up to 6 full-time years, or 600%. You can monitor the amount of federal Pell Grant you've used and the amount of loans you've borrowed by using your FSA ID to log into studentaid.gov. Be sure to familiarize yourself with the documents listed on our college's website, cloviscollege.edu. The documents and policies listed are grant recalculation and return to Title IV policy, terms of agreement, satisfactory academic progress, SAP, policy, and repeat coursework policy. Financial aid is a limited resource and is directly tied to your academic success. Make sure to regularly check your college email account, as this is the primary way the financial aid office communicates with students. If you have questions, please contact our financial aid office. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. by phone at 559-325-5239 and email at clovis.financialaid@sccd.edu.